Welcome everyone. This is Let's Play 2 Human. I am Shuffle. This is the only time I introduce myself because I feel like it's awkward. This is 2008. Well, the game's 2008. Silicon Knights. All rights reserved apparently. I will play off my hard drive this time. Actually, I never play off anything else. So this is one of my favorite games ever. I've put almost 500 hours into it on these characters. But I've also put in... I also have a couple characters I've like deleted and stuff like that, so... You can see that they kind of look cool. You get the special armor sets, you know. This guy doesn't look amazing, but he's not wearing everything that he's supposed to. Yeah, so... I feel like Baldur's supposed to be a human champion because the default model is that. So... See, I don't have the right boots on, but I do have those boots, and same with the gloves. Alright, so we're going to start a new character, obviously. This is going to be LP guy. Because he's our Let's Play character, so he has to be denoted as such. So she's going to talk a bit, I'm going to talk over her. The champion is a air combo character, Commando's a shooter, Bioengineer's a healer, Defender's a tank, Berserker's a I hit stuff all the time. And so we're going to play a Berserker. I felt like that's the most fun for all of you guys to watch.
The World Tree welcomes
We're going to meet this woman.
I represent the non-organic rational nanosystems, or NORNs. We were created to administer information and guidance on your journey through our realm.
Yeah. So the Norns live in the World Tree. The World Tree is kind of like a giant database or something like that, with the ability to divine the future at points. So I had to really think about this. I was like, am I going to start a new character for this LP, or am I going to play one of my old characters? I felt like it was better to start a character so you guys kind of get that opening experience. And then I'll do a couple extra videos with some of my other characters just to show you what the end game kind of looks like.
900 clicks east of the wall and counting, Alpha Wolf.
Steady and heading 207, pilot.
Yes, sir.
We have a reading, sir. A large structure.
The largest structure.
Set deployment for 2 miles out. We are almost in range, Lord Balder.
Stow it, trooper.
Yes, sir.
We're past the wall, boys. We might actually run into something uglier than a berserker.
Don't count on it, Wolf. Monsters tell stories of me to frighten their children.
That's always a funny line. Makes it an awkward flight, like, oh, I have to sit next to this guy. What if you said that on an airplane? Like the next time you fly somewhere. You go sit next to someone like in the aisle seat or whatever, and you're like, don't worry. Parents tell stories of me to frighten their children. Like, stewardess, can I have another seat? When's this flight over? When do we land? Not trying to sit next to the crazy guy with the bear helmet. The other thing, in the immortal words of Bob Ross, where I had to make some decisions, there's a very lengthy, no joke, like 7-minute opening cutscene, probably 10 minutes, that explains a lot of the game, like a lot of the background.
Something wrong with your harness, trooper?
No, sir. Sir?
What is it?
You ever been out this far?
Humans this far beyond the wall generally don't come back.
Oh, damn. Yeah, the opening scenes, I recorded them, but I'm going to throw them at the end of the video. So it'll still... nothing's really going to be disrupted.
It's a good day to die.
You always say that.
It always is.
I didn't realize he had like a bear eating his eyeball. Like that was his face paint.
Let's go, wolves!
I actually kind of wish they gave a bigger shot of this place from the outside. Just to kind of give you... because obviously you're in the middle of nowhere. But I would like to see kind of like an overhead view, like maybe from that thing.
They're not waiting for us?
You know, just kind of show
Time to go to work, wolves.
the whole complex or whatever.
What kind of monster lives in a place like this?
Yeah, the opening scene, I'm going to throw it at the end of the video just because it was so long. And I didn't think starting the first episode of a Let's Play with like a 12-minute intro cutscene or whatever, where I barely talk just because I have to, kind of let it play out.
Bjorn, Jensen, set up a security perimeter and rotating patrols.
As Odin bids.
Yeah. I want communications and first aid up in 10. Davin, Sigmund, get the gear unpacked.
On it.
Sure. Let's get this command post up and running, wolves.
I just want to listen to them. Yeah, I didn't think opening the Let's Play with a giant cutscene where I barely talk was kind of the right way to get people interested and hyped for this game. This is one of my favorite games ever. I'll explain more as we play. So we have some cool depictions on the ground here where you have a... Can I... No? There we go. So we have like Viking-looking people fighting some giants, which is kind of like the Norse mythology thing, frost giants, whatever. And in this, the Ymir are the machines, and the Aesir are kind of the Norse gods. Yeah, they're going to tell us what to do and how to play, but we don't really need to know that. There's a giant tomb here. I actually wonder who's in this. But the intro's going to have a bit of talking. The action picks up later.
I've never seen anything like this.
As I said, you are one of a select few.
You know what this means, don't you, Lord Balder?
Have respect, brother. There should be no secrets amongst brothers in arms, Second Wolf. This is a hall of heroes. In places like this, your people honor the valiant dead. It is a place of mournful respect. The start of heroic journeys into the afterlife.
A tomb.
We suspect it has fallen into the hands of Grendel. That is why we're here.
Grendel?
A monster.
Cool. Yeah, you see Grendel in the opening scene. Balder slices his arm off. And then they kind of analyze it and stuff like that. The first bits of the game kind of jump back and forth in terms of flashbacks and cutscenes and whatnot. Then eventually it kind of settles down, telling us all how to play. I know how to play the damn game, okay? I played a lot of this game. It's one of my favorite ever. Or favorites ever. And it got a lot of flack. Understandably, this game wasn't the greatest. It was actually... The gameplay itself was kind of a train wreck.
I can't even see the bottom. You will if you don't shut up, Private.
Damn, why are you talking? People just angry. All these wolves angry. No. Shoot him. Oh man. You can actually kill him up here. There you go. You can actually kill him during the scene if you don't screw up like I did and you start shooting later. Oops. The combat you kind of do with the right stick, which was an interesting take, is honestly pretty cool. It works for this game, honestly. For what you're trying to, just for how the combat plays out, it works pretty well. But those little dudes are goblins. They're all kind of named after mythical creatures. You have goblins, dark elves, trolls, and all that stuff. Yeah, this game, a lot of the drawbacks in it, and the reason it kind of tanked, was mostly because of a lawsuit that they had with, or the company that developed it, Silicon Knights, had a lawsuit with Epic over the Unreal 3 engine. Some stuff happened, and I think that, that obviously set the game back. I think that's kind of doomed it to failure before we ever kind of got out of the gate, so that really sucked. But this game, honestly, is really fun, so I'm hoping that by me playing it and trying to show you what's cool about it, makes some of you people who didn't really know about it, or heard it sucked, or thought it sucked, maybe kind of get a new idea of it. Or maybe you still think it sucks, I don't know, I can't really change opinions. I'm just trying to show you new evidence and trying to sway you. Just trying to show these things off. These cutscenes are always so random.
What in Helheim is that? She's beautiful. She's a Valkyrie! Come to take Isborg to Valhalla!
Isborg. Whatever his name is.
Why in Odin's name are we here?
You see, this is what I was kind of talking about. But the jump scenes, or the cutscenes kind of jump in all over the place, so it makes the first video kind of choppy. I'm going to be honest with you guys again. I recorded this Let's Play before, up to about 6 episodes, and I felt like it was pretty bad the first time just because the first episode was kind of a train wreck, so I'm trying to go back and fix it. So this does mean re-recording like 3 hours of stuff, but that's all good.
Lord Heimdall has requested your presence within his hall. I'll inform him that you're on your way.
But in this game, the graphics for 2008 were pretty good. The voice acting and the writing, I feel like, are incredible. They really went out of their way. They got some popular, very strong American voice actors like Crispin Freeman, Stephen Bloom, and then you have, I think it's Martin Goff or Mike Goff, I can't remember. But he plays Heimdall. And also Deckard Cain in Diablo games.
I have had many humans call my hall the Cliffs of Heaven. Ironic that it represents our world as it once was. Every day I am reminded of what we are fighting to restore. Every day I am reminded that we fight for the benefit of mankind.
This is one of the sickest offices in Office history. And the background looks like a Bob Ross painting in motion. It's pretty cool.
Welcome home. How are you feeling, brother?
I would feel better if we had caught the beast. Any trace on the arm?
It is definitely of machine origin, but of a design and composition that is totally new.
It's the arm boulder sliced off in that scene.
You said it consumed one of the bar's patrons?
Yes. It bit a man's head off and appeared to drink blood from his neck. Why would a machine do that?
For nourishment, perhaps? Maybe it's part organic with synthetic components. Without the whole specimen, anything is but a guess.
I will take an expeditionary force to secure one.
There will be no expedition, Balder. Our attention needs to be elsewhere.
The fuck you tell me?
Hell has dissolved the Pact of the Fallen, sending task forces on unimportant quests.
We are humanity's protectors. We cannot sit idly by as they are eaten by this monster.
Balder's always hot-headed. It's actually kind of cool.
Very well. A small expeditionary force shall be put at your disposal.
Balder's kind of the fool in this entire game. It's an interesting bit. He's kind of hot-headed. He's really aggressive. He's trying to fight everything that can be fought. And then he's got a kind of a mysterious past that you unravel throughout the game. And it's pretty interesting. This game was intended to be a trilogy. And it ended up just the actual lawsuit or whatever that ended up happening really hurt Silicon Knights. So we ended up not getting a sequel. And it's been that way for a while. I mean, this game's about 7 years old now. Oh, I have skill points, okay. Don't tell me how to live my life. Get skill trees. Skill trees are pretty vanilla and boring. They're just like, oh, you go down here, you get 2 special abilities in each tree, and then you have to, like, you pick what kind of weapon path you want to use. So we could use the middle path, which is like, I can use anything kind of path. But we're going to go the dual wield way. Dual wield's the right path. Actually, and the left path. This is attack speed. We're going to go damage. I feel like we want damage.
Did you see that? I killed a dozen myself.
I feel like the coolest way to play Berserker, at least for a watch someone play standpoint, is probably like slide around, slap everything for big damage. So, what sucks though is there are times where you really have to use the guns, and Berserker really sucks at using guns. So, I think you have to use guns on... I think guns are like the best option on 2 of the 4 bosses, which kind of sucks. But that's alright. Yeah, the arm that they're talking about, Balder sliced an arm off of some giant monster boss. That's gonna be our first boss. And again, that scene's gonna be at the end for you guys. I just felt it was better to kind of jump into this. Missiles. They only shoot a couple right now, but when you start getting to like higher levels, these guys shoot just swarms of missiles and they're assholes about it. Yes, you're gonna hear me tap buttons and mash finishers. Oh. You do get... Like, the guns aren't usually a terrible option, it's just the Berserker does such horrible gun damage. It has no gun perks in any of its trees. So... Yeah, the voice acting is great. They get Stephen Bloom, Crispin Freeman's Baldur. Stephen Bloom you've heard numerous times. Like, if you don't recognize the name, but you were like a American child in the 90s, or you just had access to American shows, you'd know him as like Roger Smith and Big O, Spike Spiegel and Cowboy Bebop. What else was he? He was so many things, but those are like the ones I remember immediately. I mean, you could always IMDb it or something like that. It's a troll, oh gosh. No, it's gonna hammer! Just jump on it. It's not too bad. Oops. Stab in the face. Whoa. You got some sticks. Got some dual sticks. Sing songs, wolves. Well, of our bravery, apparently. And then here comes another cutscene. Oh gosh. It's kind of where we're picking up from a different perspective. The cutscene directing was really good. I like how they do it.
Welcome home, Baldur. You've been greatly missed.
Baldur has captured an artifact belonging to the enemy. I was thinking that perhaps the Norns could aid us. If you could take him to them?
Of course. I doubt there will be a problem. We can go now if it's important.
Baldur seems to think so.
Hey, screw you,
I will
man.
leave you in Freya's capable hands.
Trying to be some sarcastic dick. Baldur seems to think so. Baldur's like, this is important. We need to go hunt down this monster and protect humanity. This is the World Tree, Yggdrasil.
It's good to have you back. For a while, many of us thought that you were truly lost. But a few of us had faith.
And you were one of them?
I'm used to waiting for you.
Oh, damn.
Freya. If I had not already made my vows to Niana.
What's been and gone is done. But perhaps we could start anew. If you need someone, I'll be here for you.
I will keep that in mind.
God, Baldur's such a dick. No wonder the ladies like him.
Come on. We don't want to keep the Norns waiting.
He's so cold and angry and everything. So congested. It's starting to be cold season. And the weather's already cold. It's actually pretty cool. It's the fall weather right now. Fall weather is in fact
Look
the best
into
weather.
The pool. Concentrate on the surface. You will feel a small tingling as you do. Don't worry about it. It's just the handshaking protocols kicking in. Just relax and watch.
See, I thought the Norn system was really cool because this isn't like some mystical portal.
Always together and speaking as one entity, but divided into 3 distinct personalities. So try not to stare. Most of them don't like attention. Remember that this is their world, not ours. There are some things even gods should not intrude upon.
Okay. Yeah, but the Cyberspace, this is Cyberspace, the official name. And these are little treasure chest loot spires that you can find if you look around. They're always in cyberspace. But the reason I like it so much is just because... Oh, hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah, the reason it's so cool is just because the... Whatchamacallit? It's not like some mystical thing, it's more of a... We don't need this. We need the staves. We're gonna use these for now. We're gonna use these next level. We're gonna set our auto salvage to gray. No, I don't want to sell that. So armor. Yeah, the cyberspace isn't like, you know, some mystical thing. It's more of a, it's an interface. I thought that was really cool. So they give good explanations for various things in the universe, which kind of makes it cool. It turns the... What's wrong with you, dog? Oh, hold on. My dog is going nuts. Alright, sorry about that. Sometimes dogs have dog problems, apparently. So, we were in cyberspace. These are charms. You put them on, you have weapons and armor, do stuff. The low-level ones aren't that good. So, they just kind of do stuff. Like, decreases target movement speed, like, who cares? This is ballistic rate of fire. That's actually not terrible, but still not, again, like, who cares? Kind of thing. Salvage... Yes. I don't know if that actually sold my runes or not. Let's see. I don't think it actually... Higher level weapons and armor come on blueprints that you have to make. Yeah, runes don't auto-salvage. So runes, you just put these in weapons and gear. You get little stat bonuses. You put them in charms to activate the charms too. So, there's kind of a charm system though. Like you have to finish low-level charms to complete high-level charms. So it's kind of a interesting thing there. Like you have to keep stuff. Yeah, these little loot spires are... Actually, they're exactly that. They're loot spires. Press the A button. You shoot goodies out. This is actually... The world tree for cyberspace is actually a very, very, very big place that you can't really fully explore until you have all the little cyberspace powers, so I don't think we're going to come back here for a while. That's alright. Made a reference to Bob Ross earlier. They're having a Bob Ross marathon on Twitch, so if you haven't been watching, you're really missing out. I think it ends today. Or it ends tomorrow, something like that. And I'll actually be very sad about that. I like to watch that to fall asleep. It's very... Bob Ross is a very calming individual. Alright, what you got, Freya? But notice how she says they're always, like, together with different personalities. That will come into play later.
Welcome you, Adept Freya.
Long has it been since you've brought another.
And this must be Baldur. We definitely need to spend more time together.
He is still recovering, wise ones.
Do you not speak, beautiful? Are you gifted only with looks, and not with a tongue? Or is it that this witch
holds some spell over you?
I am gifted with a great many things, wench.
Oh my, he has a fiery heart.
What business brings you to our sunny realm?
We seek information. Baldur hunts a beast.
It appears resistant to most of our weapons. It is unlike the machines we have fought before. It hunts humans for food.
We can assist you in your quest for knowledge. Take this. It is a blueprint module for something that may prove useful in your quest.
Among other things, it will allow you entrance into our world.
You will be able to visit us whenever you like. Alone.
Thank you.
Your generosity is unmatched. It shall not go to waste.
Your apprentice speaks out of turn, Freya. Perhaps he has more than just a touch of the weird.
The weird?
It is their way of divining the future.
Your weird shines like a beacon to us. Though in truth, all living things share the same fate.
Beauty. When an organism's purpose, no matter how trivial, is in harmony with the rest of creation.
And then the great wheel turns, and all creatures are swept along towards their inevitable deaths.
Beauty, and then death. That is the universal weird of the living.
It is only in the moment between beauty and death that individual weirds differ, by the choices they make.
The future is open to us, Baldur.
If the future is visible to you, will I defeat this beast? This Grendel?
You must discover that for yourself.
I like how much attitude she
Found
has.
something you might want to check out.
This is the blueprint they gave you, the little spider.
First Wolf, form a perimeter while I consult with the Norns. Perhaps they can see a way forward that we do not.
You heard him. Form a perimeter, you runts. We
Damn.
don't want goblins creeping up on us while he's on business. What's he gonna do? Pray. He prays to Odin that he may bring battle and our death, our passage to Valhalla.
Damn, dude. I don't pray for anyone to die. I want everyone to make it out of here alive, and then we head back to the tavern, share some mead, and have some sing-song and good times. This is our first cyberspace power push. There are 4 in total. You get 1 in each level looking thing. So you can push doors open.
We see you have discovered how to use our gift.
Many of the wells in your world have gone unused for centuries.
Neglected, like so many
talk
other
so
things.
much.
This has left areas of our world inaccessible.
Use the spider to revitalize these forgotten wells, wherever you may find them.
And we will ensure it is worth your while.
You can see across the gap there, we're going to come back to this place. You can usually, like the cyberspace in each level kind of has a theme, which is cool. So you kind of jump around to different parts of them.
Any idea why we're out here? Heard the goblins are using this place
And they
as a
use
forward
cyberspace
base.
as a...
Forward base for what? Okay, Runs, put up and shut up. This is a combat mission, not a vacation.
They use cyberspace as kind of a way to do little puzzles, but the puzzles are pretty, you know, weak, obviously, and, like you saw, I think the saddest part of this game is that when you're playing it, and after you kind of know what happens with the, like, the game engine dispute and whatnot, you see so much potential in this game, and you saw how much of it had to get left on the table because of the outside nonsense where they had to kind of do their own thing with the game engine. Like, they use parts of the Unreal 3 engine or something like that, and I hit that like a dumbass. As a polarity enemy, they have status effects, that's why they're differently colored. Oops. That's like, you saw, they wanted to do cool stuff, they wanted cyberspace to kind of be this little puzzle world where you get stuff for exploring, and it didn't really work out too well. Maybe they wanted the game to be more than just this weird Dynasty Warriors-esque horde mode stuff. I'm not sure. But this guy's, I don't know, I don't know what their official name is. I always thought they're like goblin shamans or something. Just because they have little sticks, and they're definitely leaders. They're telling the other guys what to do. This game looks pretty easy for the first level. And you start getting to higher levels, especially when you play not the first level, it can get tough. Are we good? 208 combo already?
Our quarry tarries near.
We are only human, my lord. We need to rest.
As you will. I will take the fittest men with me. The others can rest while Odin watches.
On your feet, lads. Break time's over.
It's usually better to shoot the light polarity enemies, because they come in light and dark. The dark ones you have to shoot them, or you don't have to shoot them. If you shoot the dark ones, they get charged up, and when they punch you or they explode or whatever afterwards and do all their stupid status effects.
Let them come to us. Set up a kill zone. Intersecting lines of fire. Fire at will.
Intersecting lines of fire, yet I'm the one doing everything. Slide, slide. Actually, let's turn on the damage meter. Let's see how much damage we're doing and taking. Berserker's not the best at air combos, but they do still do a lot of damage because they hit twice on everything. Get more levels. The levels come pretty quick, especially early on. Like, I think we're gonna get out of here like level 9 or something, especially because our combo meter gives us bonus XP right now, so it's up quite a bit. Yeah, you only fight really just goblins in this first level. But then when you fight like dark elves and stuff, I think the dark elves are cool. They're assholes though. We did it, guys. We'll sing songs of our bravery, wolves. Can I... Not gonna let me go in? I can't remember when they show you dark polarity. There you go. Change my camera style. Oh gosh. I don't want to change my camera style. I want to go into the well. I can't remember if you can open each of these by just kind of moving this 3 times. I guess you can't. No, you can't. Alright, so we're going to have to go back. Oh, it goes back that way? It doesn't, like, clockwise? There we go. So we're going to start here. Get some secrets. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, showing you it unlocks the store. With Odin's Raven on it. I think Odin stands for... Organic something distribution information network or whatever. So that's why his ravens are kind of spies and you see them all over the place. So again, they're always showing like the mythology kind of ties into some sci-fi thing or like some program, and it's really cool. Let's see. Let's put in our skill points. Still gonna level this. I don't feel like this is a really good skill, but we have to level it because the levels are linear, the skill trees are linear, a lot of things are linear. But if you can appreciate the storytelling, like the voice acting, you'll have a lot of fun. Let's keep me airborne longer. Oh, I don't get enough height. I can't jump. Ah! Stop hitting me. I think this is a elite goblin. That's why he's a little bigger and he's got the gold color. Oh gosh. Maybe he has knockdown. No? Bastard. Why are we such a dick? I think we have a weapon we could use at level 4 and I just haven't put it on yet. Gotta kill this garbage. Sometimes the combat kind of hangs up. You just kind of look like an idiot swinging at nothing, but then once it gets moving, you start sliding everything, you look like some kind of cool action movie. It's just wah, 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 wah. Just punching all these. You can't just do these like slide one-shots though later on because stuff starts having more health. Alright. Big spire stuff! Oh. Got blue items. You have rarities. Various rarities. So let's see. Let's put on... We have access to something. Right? We have access to... We'd use this two-hand sword. I don't think it's... I think we want to use these instead. Maybe the two-hand sword's better. You never get 2 hammers. That kind of sucks. The only dual-wield hammer thing is like... What is it? Plasma? I like plasma. Even though we're not bioengineer. So the regeneration doesn't help us too much. Okay. A lot of item management at the start because you have to keep popping in, using your stuff. Find secret areas. Let's do that. It's easier than... That's gonna be a lot easier than doing this, oops. What you call it, this 300 enemies with guns. Because our guns suck, and we're terrible at using guns because we chose a berserker. There's stuff over there. I think we're going to pop these last couple doors and then we'll be done. Because this video's going to be long. I know I have to slide the optional scenes in at the back, so that's going to kind of suck. But, you know, whatever. It's the first episode. There's going to be a lot of talking, a lot of cutscenes, a lot of dialogues. But I think we made the right choice this time. This already feels like it came out better. It's kind of weird to let's play a game that has voice acting again. Just because I have to wait for them to talk. I haven't done one in so long. Like the last time I LP'd a game that had voice acting, like full-on voice acting, was... Gosh, what was it? Maybe Dark Souls 2. So I think I did Skyward Sword after Dark Souls. And then I uploaded Bioshock Infinite, but I did that game a long time ago. Oh, we have a time limit. I actually wish on the time limit ones they all drop down at the same time, just so I had time to, so they're all on the screen, so I can just slide to them. But this way, like, you have to keep killing them, they drop after you kill them, whatnot. To kind of slide around, swat, flat. Yeah, this first level looks really easy. The game gets harder, I promise. The game gets really dumb, too, at some points. In terms of gameplay. I'm looking at you, Helheim. I feel like Helheim's just an asshole of a level. So we get the big spire because we finished on time. And if you don't finish on time, you get the small one. You get a little special armor set. For this level only, it's the dragon something, dragon shock plate or whatever. Or dragon battle grip, I guess. You see we keep picking those up. If you find all the secret areas, by the end of the level you'll have a full set of it. So it's a nice little intro newbie set if you explore well enough. Or you could skip all this if you really wanted. And never have to deal with it. Those are fine things too. But once we get into the next bit, we'll start seeing... We'll see more of the other characters and the story will start kinda piecing together, because so far we've only met Heimdall and Freya, and those people are like, they're important. Freya's whatever, Heimdall's very important. I kinda like Heimdall. I think he is an interesting character. Let's see, let's pop this last thing and hurry up and we'll be done. There's another attack we haven't used yet. It's the fierce attack. It's when you tap both sticks together, you can shoot a little range attack. Depends on what your weapon is, you get a different one. The fierce attack's really strong. I feel like it's one of the best ones. Oh, don't show me that stuff. I need to... Where are the peoples? Oh wait, we just get... There are no enemies this time. Okay. So that's gonna wrap up the first video. I know it's kinda... It's always gonna be weird with this first video of this game, is just because there's a lot of talking from the NPCs, and I have to explain kind of a bit of the game itself. So the next few are starting to have, well, the next one's gonna have more talking. So if you're interested in the story, you'll be cool with that. If not, then you're gonna have to wait until, like, I think the third video probably is when we're gonna get into the second level. There's gonna be a lot more action, stuff like that. So thanks for watching so far. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games ever, so I hope you guys stick with it. It's gonna be a good one. So look forward to all the upcoming stuff, and I will see you guys later.
Clearance and lineage required before entering. You do not appear to belong here. Clearance and lineage required.
Hermod, on behalf of the Aesir, with a directive from Odin. High upon the orbital string, I seek entrance.
We of the World Tree shall not interfere. The way is open.
The Aesir have come. They have broken the pact of the Fallen.
Withdraw. We have what we need.
Looks like they got in there without really any too much trouble. They'll start becoming snacks. This guy's like, alright, screw this.
Die like heroes, brothers! Our lives for
Deep neural scan. Retrieve. Verify. Analyze. Cross-reference. Why? This will be war.
Hear me, all ye hallowed beings, both high and low, of Heimdall's children. Thou will, All-Father, that I well set forth the fates of the world as first I recall.
Pulled another body from the channel, ripped to shreds. I don't know what the hell could do such a thing.
The Aesir don't protect us like they used to. They lounge around in their palaces while our asses hang in the wind.
I'm sick of their worthless talk. But our time will come. Just you watch.
Hey! 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 Why are you serving him? He could be the one doing all the killing around here.
Well, stranger, what's your excuse? Hey, I'm talking to you, damn it!
Move.
Please, my lord. We don't want to...
Matrix moments. The Matrix moments in 2008. For some reason, let's turn our back on the giant monster that's trying to eat us and whatever else. It's time to use my Azir steel that was folded 10,000 times to make the perfect blade. I don't think I'd fight anything where its face came off. That's pretty nuts. Lets him off with a warning. Took your arm, I'll take your head, man. You know what, fuck this. Ain't worth it, man. You can have your bar. Fuck this pillar.